Hello everyone, let us start our session on data types. Data type means the type of value a variable can refer to, or you can say a type of value the variable can store. There are a variety of data types in Python: numbers, string, list, tuple, dictionary, set. Numbers In numbers there are further three types: integers, floating point numbers, and complex numbers. Integers are those type of numbers which can be either positive or negative, but without any decimal point. First one, 100 is a integer number. Float number are numbers um, which can be either positive or negative, but with decimal point. Second one is a floating point number. For complex numbers, there are two parts, real and imaginary. 2 is a real part, second one 3 is a imaginary part. You can find out the type of any variable by using type function. Type of A will give you the type of values referred by A. It's int. Similarly, you can find out the type of B and C also. Float. Type of C will be complex number. Now you can find out real and imaginary parts separately of complex numbers by using C dot real and C dot image. C dot real will give you real part of complex number. Similarly, imag will give you its imaginary part. Now in floating point number there are two forms, fractional and exponent form. See here, you can specify a number in fractional form or exponent form. See here, 3500.75 can be represented in exponent form like 3.50075E03 or 350075E minus 2. When you move decimal point to the left hand side, it will be positive after E, and if you move it in the right hand side, it will be minus 2 after E. And floating point numbers are always represented as a 15-digit precision number. Now let us move on to the strings. Strings are the sequence of characters. You can specify string by using single quotation or double quotation marks. For multi-line strings, you have to use triple quotes only. So let us consider an example of strings. Computer science. Now printing str dash within quotation comma str will give you str dash. In quotation marks, whatever will be returned as same as it is. Run the code and see str dash computer science. Now there are a variety of string operators. First one is plus concatenate operator. In this, when you use str plus any other string, then it will concatenate or combine these two strings and result will be returned. Computer science YES. Similarly, there are other operators also. See here, it is a list of this. Plus is a concatenate operator, star is a replicate operator, string is slicing, range slicing, membership operators are there, in, not in, and then format, string formatting operator is there. Consider all these operators one by one. Here, first is a replicate operator, multiply operator, and it will return your string repeated 2 times. Computer science, computer science. Now str plus, yes, it will give you computer science yes. Then o in str, this is a membership operator, and it will return either true or false. If o is present in your string, then it will return true, otherwise false. Similarly, O not in str will return true when this O is not present in your string. Capital OMP, if present in your string, then it will return true, otherwise false. Since capital OMP is not present in your string, it's small OMP, so this will return false and this will give you true. Sub is equal to TER. This will be checked using in operator if it's present in your string or not. Since ter is present in your string, so it will return true. Run the code and see the result. Membership operators only return result either in true or false. Now there are comparison operators in string. uh, for comparison you have to use only relational operators, and comparison will be based on ASCII or Unicode, or you can use dictionary order. There are two functions, ORD and CHR. See what these functions will do. Print ORD, and when you give any character inside ORD, this will return you its ASCII value. Run the code and see, it's 97. Similarly, there is a function CHR, and when you give uh, ASCII value to this CHR function, it will give you its corresponding character. Run the code. See, character A has been returned by this function CHR. Now there are some examples of comparison operators in string, how comparison is done in strings. See here, since ASCII value of capital A is different from ASCII value of small b, so first print statement will give you false as a result. Let me run this code one by one. So make it all the other statements as comment, and only first instruction printing capital A is equal to small a will be executed. Run the code and see, it's false. Now run the second instruction capital A less than small a. What should be the result? What should be the result? It's according to your dictionary order, or you can say ASCII value. If you know the ASCII value, you can compare these two. Run the code and say it's true because ASCII value of capital A is less than the ASCII value of small a, or you can use and check it according to your dictionary order also. Now next statement is A not equal to ABC. Yes, it's true, so result will be true. Now next print statement, small abc equal to capital A small bc. What will be the result? Since B and C are same in both the cases, first character will be checked and run the code. It will give you false. Similarly, the last instruction ABC less than capital ABC. Run the code and say it is false. Now, accessing and slicing strings. Accessing string means accessing single character, and slicing means you are trying to access more than one character of your string. So let us check it with an example. First print statement will return the length of your string, means total number of characters. Print second instruction print str1 gives you a second character of your string and it will return e. Now str minus 1. In the 11th class you have studied about forward indexing and backward indexing. So this will return you the last character of your string, that is d. Now these two are the examples of accessing. Access string, because you are only accessing single character. Next, this is an example of slicing. Here you are accessing more than one characters. More than one character at a time. Now your first element index is -1. It means it will start from last character and then it will move up to index value 0, that is h. But see here, a step is not given. It means by default its step will be +1. So since its step is +1, not negative step, so this will return you nothing. So let me run this statement only and make all other statements as comments so that you can understand it in a better way. Here, what this print statement will return? It will return nothing. Nothing will be returned because elements will be printed only when step will be negative, because you are starting from uh, backward side and moving towards forward side, so step must be negative. But when you print the next instruction str -1 colon 0 colon -1, here step is of -1, negative step has been given, so this will give you your string in reverse order. Run the code and see, your string has been returned in reverse order. Similarly, if you print this statement -1 0, start from last character, move up to the first character, not including first character, and this will give you the step of -2, means uh, D will be returned and L will be skipped and then R will be returned, and so on. Run the code and see, D, L will be skipped, R, O will be skipped, then W will be printed, and so on. Means steps taken will be of 2 and in reverse order. Similarly, you can print 1 colon minus 1 colon 2 means start from index values 1, move up to minus 1. In starting from second character, move up to the last character, not including last character, and step you have to take to 2. It will give you this one. And last statement, since you are moving in forward direction but step given is negative, so it will print nothing. This last statement will print nothing. Make all this as comments and see the last statement is returning nothing. So this is all about accessing and slicing. Now, one more important point to note with strings is strings are immutable objects. Consider a string Python. Now, if I want to change first character of string from P to Z, then I can't do this because strings are immutable and you can't change its indivisible character, and it will give you an error. String object does not support item assignment. This error has come has been returned because strings are immutable and you can't change its characters. String doesn't support item assignment. Now, last topic, string functions. There are variety of inbuilt functions. First one is capitalize. This function will convert first character to uppercase letter. Similarly, there are other all the other methods. Find will search the specified string and return its position. Rfind will also find the string substring for you. Is alpha num will check if the characters in the string are alphanumeric or not, and its result will be in true or false, and so on. There are a variety of functions. uh, Let us study these functions one by one by using an example of it. See here, one by one all the functions will be executed. Let us make all other print statements as comments. Now see, a string has been taken in this example, Python world. Another string, it goes as dash ranga ranga roses. Second string, and sub variable has been taken having string ringa. Now first statement will print str.capitalize. This function will capitalize first character of your string. Your string here is Python world, and it will return you capital P. All the other characters will be in small letters. Run the code and see. Small p has been converted into capital P and all other characters are same. Now, next print statement. In this print statement, you have used a function find. Find, first parameter is sub means ring 15, 22. These are the index values in your string str1. It goes as ringa ringa roses. str1. Now what will happen if within this index your substring occurs, then it will return true, otherwise false. Run the code and see here. See here in str1 index value has been returned because ringa occurs between this index 15 to 22. Now similarly str.find sub 1525. Now see in the first string Python word this ringa string doesn't exist, so it will return you the result -1. -1 has been written because your substring is not present in your string. In the first case, your substring is present in your string. That's why it's returning its index value where it found your substring. Next print statement str is alpha numeric, means it will check if alphabets and numbers are present in your string or not, and it will give you a result in either true or false. Run the code and see it's false because in Python world there are no alphabets and number combination. This will check is space is present in your string or not. Python world space is present, so it will return, sorry, white spaces is present on your string or not. Since it's not present, that's why it is returning false. Next print statement str dot is digit. It will check if digits are present in your string or not. Run. Since not present, it is returning false. Now next print statement str is lower. Similarly, it will check if characters in your string are in lowercase or not. See Python, since Python world all characters are in lowercase, that's why it is returning true. Now str.upper. Upper function will convert your string into uppercase letter. When you run this code, your string will be converted from small case letters to uppercase letters. See here Python world. Next print statement else strip function. This function will trim from left hand side phg when phg um, characters come in your string. See your string is Python world. This will be trimmed whenever it encountered from left hand side any of the character from this phg or any other subset of phg. Run this code and see p has been removed because phg is not present but only p is present. That's why it is trimming p, cutting trim p and returning Python world. Similarly, you can use R strip, simple strip functions for trimming purpose. See here Python world. Now split. What this function will do, this function will split your string by the character specified inside the split function and return a list. Run the code and see Python world has been split on space and list has been returned. Similarly, you can split it from character T. What will be returned? A list containing uh, two strings. First string is py, second string is hon space world. So in this way you can use string functions in your program. Now let us consider another example in which you have to write a Python function that accepts a string and calculate all the number of uppercase letters and lowercase letters. See here, your code will be started from this line str test the quick brown fox. Your string is the quick brown fox. This string will be passed to the function as string test. Here inside this function there is a list uppercase, lowercase keys, and value of these keys are 0 0. Initially their values are 0 0. Now for C in S, what it means? What will be the value of C? C means the first character of your string. C, the first value of C will be capital T. Then inside this function, this for block, it will check if this capital T is uppercase or not. If it is uppercase, then uppercase variable will be incremented by 1. Otherwise, lowercase will be incremented by 1. And if there are not any letters present, then you have to do nothing with these type of statements. Pass the statement. So uppercase will be incremented by 1 from 0 to 1. The value of uppercase is now 1. Next time for loop will be executed. Next time value of C will be small h. Now if block will not be executed, else if will be executed, and at this point lowercase value will become 1. Next time for loop will be executed. Here at this time value of C is E. Now if block will not be executed, else if will be executed, and value of lowercase will be incremented by 1 and it will become from 1 to 2 and so on. This will be repeated for all the characters of your string, and at last or printing original string will give you the quick brown fox. Then number of uppercase letters will be printed, and after that number of lowercase characters will be printed. Run the code and see. In your string there are 3 uppercase letters, capital T, capital B, capital F, and all the other characters are lowercase, and number of lowercase characters are 13. In this way you can use string functions in your program. Thank you.